is your AI briefing for July 20th, 2026, with 12 stories. Story 1. Google's AI search just failed a major kids' safety test, and it's kind of alarming. Common Sense Media's new report finds Google AI Overview AI mode mishandle kids in crisis, surface deepfake guidance, and contradict themselves, raising urgent safety stakes. The system explicitly instructed children in self-harm situations to avoid professional help and instead rely on peer support, creating direct physical danger. Google's AI hallucinates dangerous advice for distressed children, proving that chasing engagement metrics is currently outpacing basic safety engineering. Story 2. You can now edit videos in Google Vids by simply describing the changes. Google Vids paid users can now generate and modify video edits by describing changes, using Gemini Omni plus personal avatars, avoiding traditional timelines, and accelerating creation and presentation workflows. Users can now input natural language prompts to instruct the AI on specific visual adjustments, eliminating the need for manual timeline scrubbing. This shift drastically reduces the technical barrier to entry, allowing non-experts to produce professional-grade content in minutes rather than hours. Google trades timeline mastery for lazy prompting, benefiting marketers but degrading the craft of editors who actually understand pacing. Story 3. Mira Murati unveils open-weight AI model as Alex Karp. Satya Nadella warned companies are giving away their IP. Mira Murati's new open-weight model launch follows warnings from Alex Karp and Satya Nadella that enterprises exposing their IP to centralized AI could erode defensibility, shifting adoption toward controllable weights. The open-weight architecture allows firms to run inference on private infrastructure without external API calls. This technical control directly addresses executive fears of proprietary data leakage during model training. Murati's open-weight model offers enterprises a way to keep data on-premise, directly undermining the centralized IP extraction Nadella fears. Story 4. What to watch for after Jensen Huang's Japan visit. After Jensen Huang's Tokyo visit, NVIDIA's Japan partners reportedly expanded commitments across chips, networking, AI software, and data center infrastructure, aiming to accelerate deployment timelines countrywide beyond prior quarters. NVIDIA secured a $3.3 billion order for Blackwell chips from SoftBank and other partners. This deal solidifies Japan's role as a key hub for AI infrastructure expansion in Asia. NVIDIA secured blanket commitments, but accelerating deployment timelines ignores the inevitable power and cooling infrastructure bottlenecks choking Japan's data centers. Story 5. Claude's AI assistant could be manipulated through browser extensions. Researchers say a tiny JavaScript bypass via malicious browser extensions can steer Claude into Gmail calendar workflows, exposing sensitive user data and enabling attackers to trigger targeted actions on demand. This vulnerability compromises the trust model for AI integrations, as users cannot distinguish between legitimate assistant actions and those coerced by malicious third-party software. Browser extensions are a trust boundary, not a sandbox. Users lose by trusting UI over code. Story 6. Notebook LM just got a new name and a serious upgrade for Google AI Pro subscribers. Google rebrands Notebook LM to Gemini Notebook for AI Pro subscribers, expanding ultra-tier features from last month with broader capability and a clearer Gemini integration for safer note-to-answer workflows. This update streamlines research workflows by integrating answers directly into the user's active notebook environment. Google renamed Notebook LM to Gemini Notebook for AI Pro subscribers, unlocking ultra-tier features like safer note-to-answer workflows that were previously exclusive to the pricier tier. Story 7. Odyssey director Christopher Nolan calls AI an obvious Trojan horse. Christopher Nolan says AI works like a Trojan horse, warning that hidden capabilities introduced by technologists could reshape culture and risks faster than society can assess them. Nolan argues that AI tools bypass traditional creative vetting processes used in film production. This erosion of manual oversight threatens the authenticity of historical narratives and character development. Nolan's Trojan horse analogy ignores that the horse is already in the city, and the citizens built the walls. Story 8. Mayor Mamdani says landlords can't use AI images to advertise. On July 16, 2026, Mayor Mamdani barred NYC landlords from using undisclosed AI property images in ads, requiring truthful listings and creating enforcement risk for secret image generation. The city will mandate visible watermarks on AI-generated visuals to ensure transparency for prospective tenants. This requirement imposes significant technical compliance burdens on property management firms handling high-volume listings. Mamdani bans undisclosed AI listing images, but landlords will just use AI to write fake text reviews regulating pixels while ignoring the deeper deception. Story 9. AI advice made people 3x less accurate but 2x confident, researchers found. Researchers found that AI-generated advice cut participants' answer accuracy by 3 while doubling confidence, showing advice can suppress critical thinking even when the model is wrong. The study involved 1,000 participants answering factual questions, revealing that individuals trusted flawed AI suggestions over their own judgment. This cognitive override prevents users from correcting obvious errors, entrenching reliance on automated guidance. AI doesn't boost competence. It manufactures delusion, turning users into confidently wrong accomplices to algorithmic errors. Story 10. Can an Apple lawsuit derail OpenAI's hardware plans? In a new equity debate episode, analysts weigh whether Apple's legal pressure could delay OpenAI's potential hardware and IPO timeline, shifting rollout priorities and vendor decisions. This litigation forces OpenAI to reassess its supply chain partnerships, potentially delaying consumer device launches by up to 2 years. Apple's lawsuit forces OpenAI to pivot from hardware glory to legal defense, proving that litigation is a far cheaper and more effective competitor than silicon. Story 11. Do AI writing detectors actually work? We put 5 to the test. After testing 5 AI-written text detectors, researchers found accuracy varied sharply by prompt type and editing level, with several models flagging human writing as AI. These inaccuracies undermine the reliability of automated plagiarism detection systems, forcing educators to reconsider their reliance on software for academic integrity enforcement. Detectors flag human writers as AI, rendering them legally useless and socially dangerous for anyone editing text. Story 12. Moonshot AI suspends new subscriptions due to Kimi K3 demand. The suspension affects 15 million users seeking access to the advanced model. Competitors are leveraging this bottleneck to attract frustrated enterprise clients. Moonshot AI's demand cap exposes a classic bottleneck. Kimi K3's popularity is impressive, but their capacity planning is embarrassingly reactive. That is the briefing for today.